What's Nation, Sanbonan Buffet2, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, QB. Now, on today's video Buffet2, we have a lot to talk about. It seems for how many days has it been? 2, 3 days, 4 days? Upload, but anyways, in the features, there's always something, there's something that is always happening. So yeah, we're going to talk about a lot, but I will try to minimize everything because already probably in terms of what has been happening, but I will try my best just to keep it at a minimum distance. So obviously we're going to talk about Msimango, we're going to talk about Benny McCarthy, we're going to talk about Toto, we're going to talk about Dr. Khumalo, and also we're going to talk about Augustin Sirino. But of course, before please do make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing Football Transit QP, and please click a bell notification so that next time when I post a new video you get notified. And to my previous subscribers, like video, but anyways, as you call up, please make sure you like the video and also we share it on WhatsApp or Facebook or anywhere so that other people now they can know what we are here. The Football Trends with QB is here, and obviously we want to talk about everything. So yeah, getting back to the video Buffet2 now, because there's a lot that we have to talk about. I think obviously I'm going to start with Msimango since he's a defender, and looking at Chita Buffet2, he has not played many games, and I think Izolo, if I'm not mistaken, he was interviewed and then he was asked about his situation. You're not getting enough game time, you're not playing as many games because since we signed Inaso Miguel all the way from Ilona, I forgot his previous team, but ever since Samsainile he's been here, and we are born okay. What has Msimango now? He was asked how does he feel about this whole situation, and according to him, according to his words, I'm not going to today. I'm not going to quote what they said, but I'm just going to try and give you a masamara so that we can be quick on this video. So according to him, it looks like Msimango is not fazed by the fact that he's not getting enough game time. For him, he thinks he wants to keep it professional. And speaking of professional, there's something that you need to know about someone, but it's Sophia Lapo. So according to him, he says it's all about keeping it professional, trying to work hard, and whenever actually chance and I know on the previous game where we played against Royal AM, there were doubts about him, because of that performance. But I think there's something that we have to keep in mind, Buffet2. Not every day, even some of the best teams now, they get to those points where they underperform because of some certain situations in this analyzer. So I think we should not criticize that much because we all have our bad days, and I'm still going to talk about it. If you look at the Liverpool, they played against the Newcastle. You guys know I favor Liverpool that much, so they played against Newcastle, and it was a tough match because we couldn't manage to beat that team. They were leading. Tinamasi equalizer, they were leading again and again and again, so it was a difficult match. And in Temang Bega, we did not have Ibrahim Konate was a mover, so it made sense to me okay, if ever there's that one player on Echo, the team does not become complete, like it structures the team. So obviously we need those players, Virgil van Dijk came over, we need Ibrahim Konate, we need that guy. So hopefully William Cheetah from the injury, and then we get back just like Kaizer Chiefs currently as I'm speaking with you. It's highly possible we're going to see Inaso Miguel. And then moving on with like I said, I want to go on as quickly as possible. We have something in terms of Benny McCarthy. Benny McCarthy has spoken about wanting to coach Kaizer Chiefs. It looks like he wanted to coach Kaizer Chiefs really bad, but if you remember back then, days before Sirino no coach Nabi, I've spoken about this and we've talked. His agent we even quoted him. He said Kaizer Chiefs is not ready for Benny McCarthy, but now it looks like Benny McCarthy, and I remember Manchester United, he said I would have loved to coach Kaizer Chiefs, but then it looks like banishment did not approach him. We were hoping to see what maybe they were going to approach him. I was interested in seeing him coming to National Arena, but a lot of you guys said you don't like the idea of Benny McCarthy coming to National Arena because of this and this and this and that. He said in a favoritism, but I think maybe he would have done something great in National Arena. But anyways, as you call up over we have one of the best coaches. We found coach Nabi. So as I'm speaking with you, it looks like he really wanted to coach Kaizer Chiefs, and during his new interview, recent talks, obviously he has spoken more about this, and as you can hear for yourselves, Bafetu, nightly on the screen.
After Coach Kevin Hunt left Kaizer Chiefs, there was a possibility that I could have gotten the job, but never did. Just before Coach Nabi, there was an opportunity, there was cry from everybody, but I never got, because for whatever reason, never. Pirates, I played at Pirates. Before Coach Jose Rivera came, there was an opportunity. I was doing exceptionally well with probably one of the least teams that people expect for you to do what you do. At Amazulu, there would have been a possibility to go there. Didn't happen. Why not? Because exactly, that's just a trend. So you get to that stage where you think, yes, I am from that is my home. Love South Africa. I love our football, but it's probably never going to happen for you managing there unless it is your Richards Bay coming, your Amazulu, your Cape Town City, So you rather says, stuff that. Let me rather go and knock on every door I possibly can in Europe, because if one door opens, and it's gonna open, things is gonna change. Then I'm gonna have the opportunity that I always wanted.
And then also, Buffett, moving on, there was an interview again. They were talking to Dr. Khumalo Bambuzi. How does he feel in terms of, Kaizer Chiefs players not dominating? Because during their time, a lot of Kaizer Chiefs players, they were dominating Bafana, being there representing the whole country. But now it looks like a lot of Kaizer Chiefs players are not, even start saying. Bafana, most of the time they're being called up from a preliminary squad, and then Uma final squad, they are no longer there. So he was asked about this, and then in terms of how he responded, he says he doesn't think this should make us feel less important, because taking a look at the club of it, to be honest, currently we are still trying to rebuild. So obviously it's going to take time for us to have the perfect structure, the perfect working conditions. So obviously it's not something that we should take to heart and say hey Mara, Kaizer Chiefs players are not making it to the squad, but we need to give it time, obviously, as time goes on. And then Bafetu, also last but not least, something that probably is all Ibonile, you've seen a lot of it. So no, wait, before I report in terms of that, let's talk about Ufei Toto, because I think I would forget about Ufei Toto, and then so Sirino. So looking at Ufei Toto, Omjita, he was asked, he was interviewed, and before we get to that point to why was he interviewed, there were links, there were rumors, and the rumors were reported by Sokala Duma, which if you've been a follower of this channel, I don't trust them that much. Obviously, I'm not saying but for me, I don't trust the Sokala Duma. I wait for my sources, Lang Temba Corner, trusted sources, so that I get the accurate information and try to give you guys the accurate information ever. So according to Sokala Duma, there were talks with Ufei Toto is wanted man apana Nashorena. I even said okay, it would be nice to have Ufei Toto lapana go Nashorena Bafetu, but currently there was an interview again. So today we're talking a lot about some interviews. There was an interview again, and they've asked Ufei Toto in terms of Uti. Now, what does he think, when it comes to joining an Ashurana? Because there were talks with Uti is a wanted man, but I think it's a bad thing because the way I responding a corner, he just said, you know what, let's talk about something else. Akafunanga nje uyiphendula, imbuzo emayelana nama rumors and links to Kaizer Chiefs. So that it might be a bad thing, but also might be a good thing. Probably, maybe, just maybe, if ever, what we are hearing from Isokala Duma is true, and Kaizer Chiefs is definitely looking to sign Faye Toto Naganjani. Maybe they've told him, to try and keep it under wraps. And then it's born this January, this transfer window, to see how are things going to go. But anyways, from my side, ever since there's been nothing, from my trusted sources, there's been nothing. But now, as I'm speaking with you, there was something yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw what was happening. Gaston Sirino, the situation. They say Gaston Sirino this, Gaston Sirino that. So for me, it was a bit hard to believe, because first things first, it was coming from Isokala Duma, which I'm not saying. Again, I'm not saying they are bad, but I'm just trying to emphasize the point that in the past, they've done this and this and this and that. Not doing about charger, but I still wait, for trusted sources so that I get, accurate information. So, according to Isokala Duma, they've spoken about Gaston Sirino. Gaston Sirino is faking injuries, trying to not follow the code of conduct in terms of Ispan, Salapan, and Shirena, not doing things according to the way Melizens on a corner. So I've seen him even last when we played the Home of Legends Cup. I saw him traveling with the squad, the rest of the team, but like not even a benching, stands watching with ama supporters. He was there on top, I think, with Frosla. Yeah, I think it was Frosla, if I'm not mistaken. So I asked myself what was happening, and then a lot of people were saying it looks like Gaston Sirino is injured. But in truth, they are saying Gaston Sirino is coming to Nashorena, and une attitude he did not come to Kaizer Chiefs just to train, but he's there to play, he's there to play. But if ever he's there to play, Melison's injured, because we need to know what are we going to do whenever he's injured. Obviously, Melison's been a substitute, and then we know it's okay if ever he's not available. And then we can put in another player. But now it looks like he's not, he doesn't want to train actually. And now it makes you wonder what really happened at Mamelodi Sundowns. Why and what's the reason for him, to end up leaving Mamelodi Sundowns as a free agent. We still don't know what was happening, but now it looks like the rumors might have been true in terms of on attitude and everything. But hopefully Bafetu, as time goes on, probably they will find a solution in terms of this, because I have to say Gaston Sirino is a good quality player, and he has brought some excitement in Nashorena. He even changed the mindset of a lot of our players. If you look at the combination of do or die and also now Gaston Sirino, it's one of the best. Now I've seen number one Duba, performing. A lot of players, if ever you have one of a good players, quality players, now as an individual, you are forced to, I need to perform at least so that I can reach that level. But anyways, Bafetu, you can let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What do you think, if ever this thing continues to go on, they should just terminate his contract and then we see what is signable, or there's a solution in terms of this? Please let me know down in the comment section below. And so far as I'm speaking with you, Kaizer Chiefs have not said anything in terms of this. Only Vinama Posa, he was asked, but he decided to refrain from answering this question. So it's something that we have to keep in mind. And so far, since it was confirmed by my trusted sources, I think we have to agree with something is going on, Bafetu. But anyways, I think this is it, Bafetu. Those are the things that I wanted to let you know. I know I wanted to be quick and short as possible, but it looks like now I've reached about 13 minutes. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please say down in the comment section below what do you think about everything that we talked about on this video. Like a video, and also don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Peace.